Good evening, everyone, on this beautiful, beautiful, summer night. We are here at 108 Main Street for the Board of Selectmen regular meeting starting at 6 p.m. Um, I would just like to add a couple things to our agenda, and if no problem, I will go over them. And if there's something else that needs to be added, we will put them all down together and vote on them as one motion.
Okay.
7F, we want to talk about for our town cemeteries, natural burials. We will also have that, Patty, as 10D.
The same thing.
Yes, and that will be for us to discuss, review, discuss, and vote upon. We will have some pending minutes that we will be looking at. One of them will be March 30th, and it's because we were all popping in and out on vacation and knee replacements. So
March 30th?
March 30th is one of them. Another one is April 13th. And I believe we have to receive the treasurer and tax collector's report for April 13th.
March 26th is the treasurer's and April 26th. March 2026
Yes.
for the treasurer's, April 2026 for the tax collector.
Right.
What was the date for treasurer and tax report that we're adding?
April 13th. That was the last, that was the meeting that I wasn't here, and I think you voted, looking over the minutes, it was 1 and 1 to receive them. So you didn't receive them.
That was
You and I approved that last month.
Okay.
So this is the one that Judy wasn't here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we
All right.
tabled March 2026 treasurer's report, April 2026
And thank
tax
you.
collector's report.
This is why we have a board of selectmen.
More eggs, dude. More eggs.
More eggs. And the other thing is what I'd like to add, Patty, when you're ready.
Yeah.
10E will be the Recreation Commission. They are looking at adding an additional lifeguard and naming one of their lifeguards as a swim instructor. And we'll have to vote on that. And 10F will be the Blue Ribbon Committee that we will be reviewing and discussing, putting together to look at revenue sources within the town. And what I'd like to do is just put something together, and then July 1, between now and July's meeting, we'll look at, see who can fill the spots on that commission. So I would take a motion to take all those items in their entirety and add them.
So move.
Second, I do have clarification on the approval of the pending minutes. Was it for April 13th?
April 13th
Yeah.
and March 30th.
And March 30th.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So moved. Public comment. Anyone on Patty?
Nope.
As I drove here tonight, I saw many people who would be on Zoom mowing their lawn. Okay, thank you. Approval of pending minutes. We will look at those minutes of April 13th, March 30th, May 11th, May 21, a special meeting, and May 28th, a special meeting. I'll take a motion to accept all of those minutes.
I have to abstain on the last one.
The last one, the 28th.
Yeah.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
So
Minus the May 28th. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Vote. And for Chris and I to approve the May 28th,
I'll make a motion to approve May 28th special meeting minutes.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. One abstention.
Yes.
Number 5, Treasurer and Tax Collectors Report. April 2026 Treasurer's Report. I'll take a motion to receive that report.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye. Nay.
The May Tax Collectors Report. All in favor of receiving that?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
And looking at the April 13th Treasurer and Tax Collectors Report, I'll take a motion to accept it would have been a tax collector's report, forgive me. And it would have been the February Treasurer's Report.
Where are we?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve March 2026 Treasurer's Report.
All in favor? Excuse me. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we didn't locate that last one. I'm sorry. I had it written down here as a note. I apologize.
And we have to do the April 2026 Tax Collector's Report. I make a motion to approve that.
So moved. Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Communications. I have one communication, and that is a thank you from the Torrington Area Health District. Last month was the Mental Health Awareness Month. And as you know, we were one of the many towns that had the Torrington Health District actually set up a table right here in front of the cafe and hand out a number of resources, pamphlets, and so on and so forth. But we just wanted to say thank you that we were able to help them, put them in a place where there was some foot traffic and so forth, and spread the message. Moving on to item 7, first Selectmen's Report. Steve Grant, Chris, do you want to give us a brief synopsis?
Sure, we had, let's see, I spoke with AEA today. The bids for the salt shed could go out as soon as midsummer. They're still working through the permitting. I asked, I guess it's important, Tim, that we consider an alternate location for the sand, for next year's sand. If that goes out to bid and works successful, then that project could probably start right away. So we should consider that. I have to talk to them about, or if you see them first, we should ask them to be certain that your access to your current salt shed is unimpeded. Hopefully it's not in the footprint of the new structure. I don't think it is, because they're kind of around the corner of your shop, right? So I think we'll be safe with that one. But we can talk about that after. We poured a pad for the compost container at the transfer station, the concrete pad. We have to get that moved over. And we did some painting at the pool house, probably 90% complete. It was a great time Saturday. I got up there about noon.
Yeah.
On time to eat and finish the day, but it was a lot of fun.
I might throw a shout out here to the crew that worked over there. I stopped over in the morning. So
that's
okay.
Moving forward with the trash compactors going out to bid. So yeah, we're moving along on that too. So
spent the afternoon talking about trash compactor. Okay. Item B, National Day of Prayer. You've all signed off on a letter. I'll just read it into the record. Dear Margot and Chuck, on behalf of the Board of Selectmen, I would like to convey our sincerest appreciation for your continued coordination and leading the services for the National Day of Prayer on Thursday, May 7th, 2026. The purpose of the National Day of Prayer is to unite the nation and our communities in prayer and seek God's guidance and blessings for our country and its leaders. It's a day when Americans from various faiths and backgrounds come together to pray for our nation's future, seeking unity, peace, and strength. It was most gratifying to see the members of our Northwest Connecticut community on the town green join with others across our country in the National Day of Prayer. We look forward to next year's observance, and signed by all three selectmen. The Northwest Hills Council of Governments Transportation Planning spoke at length with our DPW manager, Tim, regarding Violetics. Violetics is a computer program that looks at our roadways, counts our trees along the roadways. We can put in a great deal of information about when we last had a pothole in a particular road, when we last paved the road. And I think what we did was I, after speaking with the selectmen, unofficially, but I officially put together a letter telling the transportation planning director at the COG that we would be interested in looking at this program. We have not committed to it yet, but very, very interested. Now, what I will tell you is if we have all the towns, 21 towns within the COG, we will have somewhere around 1,000 miles of road, which makes the program more affordable. And I should tell you, the program, the COG is working out a formula where for the first year they'll pay for 50% of it, and then a percentage for the following 2 years. It'll be a 3-year program. And then seeing if we may want to, within 3 years, sign up again. But one of the big things you want to remember is, as we talk about capital plans, this actually does a capital plan for you. All the information you take in will tell you, we need to do this particular road next. We need to look at this roadway. We need to look at this culvert. But as Tim and I were talking, obviously you have to put a whole lot of information in initially, and it takes probably a good 6 to 8 months to get all that information in so that you can use it. So, but I think it really, for a small community like ours, how many miles of road?
30. Not exactly, but around 30.
Okay.
So if we, I would like to offer, if we go forward with that, I would like to enlist, with Tim's approval, I'd like to enlist the infrastructure committee to help gather that information that you need.
That is part of the actually the company comes out and does it for you.
Okay.
That was actually part of the much bigger plan, that we would use all this data that we've collected. And again, putting together a capital plan for our roadways, our infrastructure committee would be able to look at it.
Yeah. Okay.
So the data will be available.
Interesting.
There is a letter here from Eversource regarding amending its rate schedule. I'm just going to read briefly two things that struck me, and there is I'm not even going to put, I'm sorry. We're talking about big money here, and I apologize, but it's for all our residential customers. Eversource sent out a rather large letter, and we have a copy here at the town clerk's desk if anyone wants to review it, regarding how they are going to go to Pura and try to raise the rates. But I will read you these two excerpts. The notice identifies an estimated distribution revenue deficiency of approximately $503 million for the 12-month rate year beginning July 1, 2027. If approved as proposed, this would represent an estimated overall average increase of approximately 11% on the total customer bill or about $25 per month for a typical residential customer, excluding recovery of major storm costs. So we do have a copy of the letter if anyone wants to review it. We have it at the desk.
Oh,
I'm not sure what good it did sending this out to all the first select and mayors.
Come on,
Yeah,
Dave. What,
I think they just want us to be the
yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
we
Dave?
are, okay, the bearer of bad news. 7F, and I'm just going to ask our sexton Tracy Wilson speak to us about.
they skipped me.
I'm sorry, 7E. Thank you. That's why I have a board of selectmen. Municipal solid waste, the NRRA. We've had 2 meetings, putting together a budget, and on Thursday at 8 o'clock, Goshen Town Hall will have another meeting to finalize a budget and establish a tipping fee for the NRRA. 7F, natural burials. And now I'm going to turn to our second, Tracy Wilson, to give us a little background information.
Uh, So the state allows the owners, in this case our town, to decide whether or not they're going to allow natural or green burials in their cemeteries. So it's something that we made a decision on whether we're going to allow that. And this week I did have someone inquire about purchasing a plot, but they want to do a natural burial. So this sort of prompted a conversation which we had a couple years ago. We started talking about this, but they're becoming more and more common, and people are seeking cemeteries that allow natural burials. So, that's why I'm bringing it to the selectmen to decide whether or not that's something that we would allow in our cemeteries. And so some cemeteries are fully green and fully natural burials. Ours would be hybrid. So we would allow all different types of burials, still traditional burials, cremation burials. But we'd also would allow natural burials mixed into the cemetery. That would allow family members to stay together, or people who have already purchased plots. If they decide that they want to do a natural burial, it would give them that option as well. And the sexton would oversee the burial, make sure it's done according to natural burial regulations.
And if I might add here, Tracy, okay, for those of you who may not know what a natural burial is, it would mean no vault, allowing either a natural casket, being pine or cardboard, or just a shroud.
Right.
For someone to be
interred. No embalming.
How deep?
No more than 4 to 4.5 feet. 3.5 is optimal for a natural burial.
So somebody had said to me that after a certain amount of time, you have to go back and put more fill on.
That's possible. It depends on how it's done. We have that issue even with vaults.
Yeah.
Tim, we have one right now that Tim and I had talked about. It was a vault that wasn't filled completely and is starting to sink. So yeah, as the body breaks down, there could be a little bit of a divot. But typically on a natural burial, the ground will be mounded up a
to
bit
make up for that.
to knowing that it will settle down in. Eventually it will settle down.
Okay. So we'll look at this as we get to new business and any other further discussion regarding it.
Right.
Okay. I think that takes care of all that. Selectmen's report. Chris, you have anything more on Steve?
Just not on steep, but I did talk to Gary Dro from Cardinal Engineering today. He hasn't heard anything on a grant. Still out there, still with the state of Connecticut. So
right, I checked on that
okay.
also today through the COG, and because they'll hear at the same time,
Yeah.
so.
So we're still waiting on that. That's for the Cobble Road, culvert,
Culvert.
the new grant application.
That's the trips, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Judy,
Um, nothing major, just, as you can see, we're getting busy putting out for America's 250th anniversary and getting festive with that. We do have, several events coming up, so be bringing people into town. Looking forward to that. And preparing our cafe for lots of activity over there. So basically, that's all I have to report for this week.
okay. And I would say, those of you who are on Facebook, watch Facebook and keep your ear tuned to our website because there'll be a lot of things going on for the 4th.
Yep.
Okay.
Free.
Old business, 35 Railroad Street. I have nothing to report. Affordable Housing Plan Task Force. Several of the members just attended online a Zoom about legislative changes to zoning review and housing development as required under Public Act 25-1, an act concerning housing growth. I was only able to sit in on half of it before I had to go to an NRRA meeting. It kind of conflicted, but I have to tell you, very, very interesting. And I have some briefs on this here that I will share. Our ZEO was on, and again, several members of the Affordable Housing Task Force. But there are some very, very interesting things here, and they were broken down by the law office of Halloran and Sage. So I will share those. I just got them, as a matter of fact, today. Cobble Road Culvert and Bridge. The culvert, we know we're waiting for the TRIPS grant to see what's going on. The bridge, from talking to DOT, we are a little ahead of schedule in design in the borings. I don't know what a little means, but we're a little ahead.
As long as we're ahead.
New business, tax rebates and consideration of approval of suspension list. I don't have anything. Town clerk reappointment of Johanna M. Mann for another 4 years. Okay, she actually, her term runs out June 30th of 2026, and we would look to extending that to June 30th of 2030. And I can't believe I'm saying 2030.
Yeah. So moved.
Do we have like anything in writing on her?
We do, and the three of us will be discussing it, but I think we can go with the appointment this evening. And
Okay, the only thing, I'm just concerned with the ordinance for her hours.
right, and we will be revisiting that when we redo the ordinances.
Can we sign a contract without revising that ordinance up?
We can appoint her for another 4 years. Yes,
With the condition of the potential change in hours, or not really a change, it's
it's coming within the ordinance.
So the ordinance is saying more hours than what she's doing.
Correct.
So we will be signing that.
We won't be signing the ordinance. What we're saying is
No, not the
I'm sorry.
ordinance, but I mean, we will be following the ordinance from this point on.
I haven't revisited the ordinance, to be honest with you. I know we all have been revisiting the ordinances.
okay. I think
I
that's
think
going to be regardless whether we reappoint her tonight or whether it wasn't on the agenda. It's still an issue that we have to deal with.
Still
So
an issue we have to deal with.
so I would make the motion that we appoint her on through till, what did you say it was?
June 30th, 2030. I can't
2030.
believe I'm saying 2030.
And then that's how my motion will stand.
without putting in any hours.
Well, again, that's gonna be something separate, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Like I say, if regardless how, um,
We should do that soon.
Yes,
it needs to happen, there's no question, and
Yeah.
I agree.
I can tell you that we are actively working with an attorney regarding an employee handbook.
I think the disconnect, Judy, would, for me, is, uh, making that, a stipulation of her, reappointment and not, um, addressing or reviewing other employees in the town hall, so.
Right,
Or
but
the
there's a
general,
specific ordinance on her hours.
that's,
So,
that's specific to the,
town clerk,
and what about the treasurer?
I'm not sure, I haven't
There
looked at the chart.
Right.
No. There's none on.
We can, again.
It's gotta be cleaned up, there's no question.
Right, we can table it, I'll take a motion to table it until but
Maybe we can have a special meeting to discuss it in a little more detail.
I have no problem with that whatsoever.
So we would have to do that in the next
Right,
week.
now Judy hasn't seconded, you didn't second Chris's motion, although we opened it up for discussion. Okay, but with you, would you like to withdraw your,
I'll withdraw my motion.
A second,
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I will take a motion to table it to a Board of Selectmen's special meeting.
oh,
Yeah,
second,
so moved, yep.
Okay.
Second, yep, all right.
So, okay, all in
That was
favor?
Chris and Judy?
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Do we wanna set the date for that?
I would rather wait until Wednesday when I see how my next week is going. Okay, but we will get something going next
Pray
week.
for a rainy day.
You've got to wait for that too, also. We'll see. Where are we here? Oh,
Where's the answers?
request to utilize the center of town for a venue by the Morris Dancers. We do not have an exact date, but I will read the letter into the record. Dear Dave, Judy, and Chris, for at least 40 years, the Morris Dancers visited the Falls Village in June. It was always a joyous and happy event. The tradition ended with COVID, rowdy behavior, and the death of John Dexter. I have been approached by a much smaller group of Morris dancers looking for dancing sites for their gathering in Hillsdale, New York, the week of August 9th through the 15th. I'm asking you if Falls Village would extend an invitation to them to dance once again in Falls Village in the center of town after being denied access after a rowdy incident in the center of town. They have promised that this will never happen again, especially as it is a smaller group and different characters. They would only be there to dance. I am hoping to offer this opportunity to other groups, the library in Center on Main, to join in. We will be hosting them at our farm for a bit of dancing and tea. Dates for their schedule have not been set beyond August 9th through the 15th. Thank you so much for your consideration, Robin Cockerline from Will Farm.
I don't have a problem with it.
We cannot do the weekend of the 15th.
I'm going to tell you that I've spoke to a number of residents in town. And based on what happened the last time, they are not happy with it. And they do have a legitimate fear that it will happen again. I have to tell you, we have something going on that weekend, the 15th and the 16th. Again, I want to listen to our constituents in the center of town because they do bear the brunt of everything from, parades to car shows. And I mean, they all go well, but this particular time, I mean, that they had this problem, it was, without going into detail, it was out of control.
It's Not just that last time, but there's been several
Yeah, there has
times.
been, but the last time
It was
was,
really bad.
it is, I am inclined in talking to the folks in the center of town to deny this, to deny their request.
Say that again?
I am inclined, after speaking to
Oh, okay,
a number of
okay.
people in
All right.
town,
Yeah.
to deny
Okay.
their request.
But I've only seen him once, and there was many, I don't know, probably 15, 18 years ago, and I thought it was great. You
Mhm.
know, so fortunately, I missed out on their good time, so to speak. But I guess I would have to go along with it.
I would
With
then
the
make the
sentiment.
motion that we, based on what has happened in the past, and having listened to our constituents in the center of town, which we have to, you know, we have to agree with their assessment,
Sure.
because other things happen here in town that they have not had any issue or problems with, and it just seems to be this one in particular. Again, I would make a motion to deny this request.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So moved.
I guess you'll reach out to Robin
Yes.
and Alan, and
Right.
maybe not this year, but or not this year, but
Maybe sometime in the
See,
future.
see how they do this year in other places.
yeah, Hillsdale, that's a tough town.
All right. Our next item of business, rec commission, um, from Melissa Lopes, the chair of the Recreation Commission. We are actually going to change the designation of one of the lifeguards, Melissa, Catherine Bushy, from being just a lifeguard to being a swim instructor. So her job has changed, and recommend the hiring of a new lifeguard, pending successful completion of their certification, Richie Crane.
Oh, that'd be great.
Should I make a clarification?
Yes.
Um, Richie Crane is not the issue. The previous person, she is still going to be a lifeguard.
Right, but she's going
But
to,
she's going to have an additional duty. I just wanted to make that
Right.
clarification.
And she's certified to teach.
yes, she is.
Good.
So I'll take a motion.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 10F. It has been mentioned at the last meeting and through our meetings with the Board of Finance that they would like to have a committee to look at um, revenue sources within the town and how to bring in additional revenue. What I'd like to do is put out a call to form this blue ribbon committee, and we'll take a vote on it this evening, whether we want to put this committee together and then give them the charge of looking at revenue resources. I've already had 3 people reach out to me. They would be interested, and that might be the optimum number.
I'd like to be
But-
on it.
Okay, 4. But you can be the ad hoc liaison to the Board of Selectmen. So you won't even count as being a member of the committee.
It's fine.
So
I make a motion to form the Blue Ribbon Committee with a limit of 3 members. Is that
I think 3 members. I think if we get any more involved, it might become a little
okay?
right. And we're asking for 3 volunteers. And as we know, we have a number of volunteers within this town wearing a number of hats. So
Okay. Yeah, I move to initiate the Blue Ribbon Committee to study potential revenue with a limit of 3 members.
Right. So we're actually forming the committee and we're charging them to do that. And look at our next meeting to actually act on who those members will be, with
Okay.
Judy being the liaison
Sure.
from the Board of Selectmen.
Okay.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is all the business I have this evening.
Okay. Did you miss 10E?
10E was Rec Commission.
I'm sorry. I had the cemetery,
Oh, you're
yeah.
absolutely right. I'm sorry.
Oh, we did miss D.
D.
Yeah.
D.
Yeah,
D.
Okay.
natural
Thank you,
burial.
Mark.
Thank you.
We buried that one.
Okay. I'll take a motion.
I motion that we allow natural burials at our town cemeteries.
I second it for discussion.
Go ahead.
And Tracy, in the request for our input, I think, maybe it wasn't a request for input, but it was, you mentioned that, you would put together some, I guess,
Guidelines.
program, some guidelines or whatever, if it's, approved. And I kind of would like to see maybe the other way around. If you could add some guidelines for us to review before we approve it. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I don't think there's anything that would change my mind, but it would, definitely in favor of it. I just would want to know a little bit more about how it would be implemented and
Okay.
Well, we go by the state right now.
Right.
by the state, right? And that covers certain things, but
Okay.
maybe not specific to our town.
So Judy, would you withdraw your motion?
I withdraw my motion.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's make the motion that we will ask our sexton, our town sexton, to put together those guidelines. And upon review of those guidelines, discuss it further and give our approval or non-approval. I think we're all on the same sheet of music here regarding it, so we just want to see those.
Yeah. In favor?
Aye.
Second?
Oh,
I thought I seconded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye. Yeah, I would just like to say, could we include that in the agenda for the next, that special
We'll do
meeting?
that.
Yeah,
I don't know, Tracy, if you have,
Yeah, I'll have them ready. I have
okay,
most of it.
obviously you must have had something in mind when you wrote that, so,
Oh, no.
yeah, great,
All right.
thank you.
Okay, so I didn't get who made the motion to ask the cemetery section to put together the guidelines. You, second?
and I
Judy.
second.
And I voted in favor of that.
Okay, there.
You see what happens on a nice summer night. Okay. Any other public comments? Yes.
I have a question. Is there a financial impact to adding the additional lifeguard? That's not already budgeted?
It's already budgeted.
Okay, just want to make sure.
As a matter of fact, we had looked at a swim instructor that would be just the swim instructor for those 6 or 8 weeks.
It's
4
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Okay,
Okay. And that has already been budgeted for.
okay, just checking.
And now actually what we're getting is a lifeguard and a swim instructor. Tim.
I guess I have a cemetery question, but 6 town cemeteries?
Yes.
And then 7th one being,
Grassy Hill.
Grassy Hill, they're on their own, right?
Grassy Hill's on its own.
So.
There's
they alone?
there's a few.
I'm on the Brazil
Oh, yeah.
Association.
You're on one, you're on them all.
They voted no on natural burials. So mostly, it's a tough cemetery up there. There's a
That's on
lot-
a steep
It's deep,
Yes.
there's a lot of ledge and it's pretty tall. There's only one small section and they're mostly doing cremations in that section because it's all ledge.
I can speak for that.
Yeah.
I'm 833 and 834.
Yeah. So this would open it up to our town and allow people who want that type of burial, they would be able to purchase in our town. Cemetery.
Where we have rooms for.
Yeah, we have plenty of room.
Just as an aside, Tracy has become our resident expert on this.
Mhm.
And one of the things that she's looking at, perhaps even in the future, is if we have any town property that's not within wetlands or something that would prohibit us to have a natural burial, is actually a lot of towns are going to an all natural field where someone will be buried basically in an open field, a lot of grass, the flowers and whatever.
It would be a
grow up.
truly green cemetery.
Right.
The only thing that would be allowed would be green.
Right.
Very-
But that's
Yeah, I'm going to tour one in Vermont this month to get a whole bunch of information.
and thank you, Tracy.
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, happy to do it.
I have one more question. The one on Music Mountain there,
There.
at Kelsey's old property, what's
The
what's
trees.
that one? That's different. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Private.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
private.
that's,
It's cremations.
Right.
They, yeah.
they don't do real burials.
They do not do green burials there, no. No, so I think it would be nice to offer.
Could they if they? I mean, they could, right?
I
They
think
could,
so.
there's nothing to stop them, it's not business.
What's the difference between green and natural?
Really, they're used interchangeably, but, natural is more about the method of burial. And how the body is prepared and how the actual interment happens. I don't know.
If you kind of remember going back several years ago, we had this discussion, or a lot of this discussion, when Better Place Forests
That's the name. Yeah.
up on Music Mountain first approached us. And I know that Tracy had done at that time a lot of fact checking and a lot of looking into the background of it. I know that I did contact with the state and deep and so forth and so forth. And ultimately in the end, P&Z approved it and it's up there now.
Mhm.
So any other question? Any other comments? Well, in that case,
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all for joining us on this lovely evening.
This is a 42 man.
Shadows production.
Recording progress, we have Carl has joined us via Zoom, Vanessa's on, and we have Denise Cohn in Zoom.
Thank you.
We're gonna call the Board of Finance meeting together for to order for June 8th. And we don't need to see alternates, so public comment. We'll keep moving. Thank you. Any agenda amendments? All right. Communications?
Oh, there are agenda amendments. I misspelled.
Oh,
Remember Jessica Dean? I wrote her name was Jessica Reed.
yeah, but that'll be for
That'll
the-
be
that's for
minutes,
this,
minutes.
I'm looking for agenda.
Or,
amendments.
yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
All right, so no communications, we will move into the, no, so we'll move into the secretary's report for May 8th.
I'll make a motion to approve the May 8th special meeting minutes.
Second.
Any discussion? Tom,
It just looks like we missed the alternates on the minutes, so you want to add Vanessa, John, and Carol
And
to that?
this was
To the
May
public
8th.
hearing, yes.
May
Yep.
8th.
Yeah.
So we missed alternates.
Yes, you
Okay.
just left it blank, that's all. Not a big deal.
Any other?
Just adjust my, oh, wait. Any other, yeah.
So all those in favor of, accepting minutes as amended?
Aye.
Aye.
Vote? Opposed? Motion passes.
Make a motion to approve the May 11th, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
Second.
Know which date we have to.
May.
Okay, so that's the minute, so we have a
So under
change.
number 5,
Okay, yep, that should be. We're gonna make a change under communications to be just 6.
and yeah, under
Oh.
attachments, I'll also misspelled.
Okay,
So listen, Hazel again.
Hazel wasn't here.
No, she wasn't here.
I know, but she's absent.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Making sure she gets added to that.
Oh, I do.
Motion to get,
Yes.
So on May 11th, the change is just to have alternate present under absent, maybe adding Hazel. We're gonna make a change to communications from Jessica Dean. And the same thing will be underneath the attachments. Page changing from region. Any other changes? All those in favor of accepting the minutes as amended?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Make the motion to approve the May 22nd special meeting minutes.
Second.
There's one correction. Under number 5, discussion possible action on allocation from the general fund. It said 25,000 steep grant set aside. I believe it's supposed to be 125,000.
That is correct.
Yeah. Where are we? Number 5.
5.
Yeah, it should be 120.
So,
Anything else? No. All those in favor of accepting the May 22nd with the changes?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'm
Aye.
recused. Amy wins recused. Patty. Because I wasn't there.
Right.
Okay.
Getting through the April Board of Finance expenditures to date, I had that. So I don't think you had any more recent. Works. No. Okay.
I can tell accidents.
Yeah. All those in favor, I need a motion to receive the Board of Finance expenditures here today.
So
Seconded.
Thank you. Any questions, any thoughts? Nope. All those in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Opposed? Motion to receive the treasurer's report. Okay.
So moved.
Thank you.
Side.
Any questions?
Yeah, I had one quick question. I just, it says on this one is the general fund projections. There's I know this is a stupid question, but the first column is July 26th.
I hit the other column, so you.
But July 26th is
It's just my.
Before April.
you mean,
We did the opposite.
you mean it's July 25?
Oh,
25?
They don't remember. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
So I just hit, so it's July, this should have been July.
That should have
But
been.
is it,
Yes,
is
Well,
it,
actually, June.
June, sorry, June.
oh, this is.
So this was July of 26 and that should have been June of 20.
26.
Which one's the left column, which is the right column?
So the numbers here are correct, it's just the wrong,
Right, so
it
what,
should have been
so
June.
what are the headings in the
26.
column? Left column is,
Left column's July where we started,
okay,
Or June, July of 25.
25.
That's
Okay.
what I was
And
asking.
this is
and this is June of 26. Sorry.
Okay,
about
that's
that.
what I was
Awesome.
asking, if it
That
was
makes sense.
July of
July of
26, 25,
And
June
June
26th.
of 26.
26,
Yeah.
okay.
I can redo that and send you a new one.
No, no, well, it's
No,
fine.
that's fine.
That's fine, that's easy to mark up. It was the July 26th that really threw me.
Condensed it, it just changed everything.
Okay, cool.
And the other question I had, you still have the dog fund in a negative, I'm assuming you haven't transferred? I haven't done, I'll do that at the end.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. These guys. Oh, cool. Any other question? No, no, all those in favor?
With the.
With the
Corrections?
correction.
Aye.
To the general fund summary and correction.
Aye.
Hi. Hi.
Opposed? Thank you. Tax collector.
Make a motion to accept the tax collector's report for May 2026, blow us away again.
Right, amazing.
Second. Overcollection.
Yeah.
Collection.
Yeah.
I don't think we can do that all.
So who seconded? Oh, Deke, okay, Martin did.
Any other comments other than the support of the amending numbers? First, all those in favor of receiving the tax collector's report?
Aye.
Hi. Hi.
Opposed? Board of Ed.
Make a motion to accept the Board of Education report as presented for May 2026.
Second.
Second.
Thank you, Tom.
I have questions. And mostly my questions are, and we may need to go back to maybe someone knows the answer, or maybe we have to go back to the Board of Ed and ask, but they're like, why is everything under pensions and annuities 0% spent?
We did ask that before, yeah.
And what was the answer? Because my concern is they can get 2% back at the end of the year. And Mr. Jensen comes to these meetings and
Do they not fund it until the end of the year?
it's not funded till the end of the year. So it's only a one-time expenditure.
Payments for town of Canaan, then we pay it.
Okay, all right. I just,
That's the school or the region.
Yeah,
The portion,
the school
the
portion.
employees are funding it every week with.
Right.
but
Oh,
that's
okay.
The one time.
This is that's the fund, is this the employer portion?
Employer portion.
This is
Okay.
the employer portion,
Which will be funded on.
and it's funded at once, yeah.
And
Okay.
where is the money is in? I mean, you say the employees.
That's
That's
a
not
different,
budgeted,
that's
that's a
different.
withholding.
That's a withholding.
liability.
Oh,
That's a-
we're not gonna budget that, but this is the pension annuity that is,
and it will get paid.
Yeah.
Okay, and then their accounting services and supplies is also 0.
Which line is that?
It is in the 600 series.
Okay,
It's the third line down and it's at $2,000.
good, I'm not sure it's in.
I don't know either. And I just feel like because the question is being asked, like we have a responsibility to really be watching to make sure that it is budgeted appropriately each year.
No, it's the accounting service, so they have it tagged, this is their description, it's the envelopes, checks, folders, hanging files, and QuickBooks software licensing. The estimated dollar amount is based on current inventory and projected needs, so.
Well, they're in June.
So the question is, well, and this is through May, right, so. When do they pay the QuickBooks software?
Can we get that answer for you?
But you're fine.
Let's put
Thank
that
you.
question on the radar, then why,
Yeah.
when they.
I
Yeah.
know what some are.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it's probably, they either A or. I mean, it's a good question, where is it, is it monthly or is it?
Right.
yearly?
So
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah, and they also did not spend any of their instructional equipment line either, and that's $4,500.
That's weird.
I know.
Is it someplace else? Yeah.
Well, I don't,
Right.
maybe they ended up with a grant. I'm not sure, but again, like I said,
Oh, they're
because
looking at it.
people are concerned about them keeping that 2%, holding it back. And so we want to make sure that their budget reflects reality. I
And
know
so that there are no
sometimes,
surprises.
right,
later.
I understand that sometimes you get grants later in the year, and so then you can use that instead, but I just don't know.
That one I can't answer.
So, and just when you see zero, and we're in the second week of June, I
Right, so
start to-
what's our plan for finding out the answers? Are we, are you?
I looked, it's the wrong line. Yeah.
So is it something
No.
you want
They're
one of
over.
us to ask, Ginger, or are you wanting to ask
No, I
that?
got you. I mean, maybe, but I would be surprised.
Who do you want to follow up on that one?
I would send a email to
You?
to Pat. I can send an email to Pat. So what's the second line? The 4,500. Which one do you want?
Under
Instruction.
700 series, the instructional equipment.
Okay.
I mean, I also can reach out to her if you want me to, but I just,
It's fine.
I just want to make sure we're using proper process here.
And then,
Absolutely.
just so we follow through
Yeah.
and not keep it a question.
And I think we got the answer on the library books during the discussion at the hearing. So that would be the other one I would question, but I think she gave us a good answer for that.
Any questions? All those in favor of receiving the Board of Ed report?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Selectmen's report.
I'm going to be brief this evening. There's a couple of things that you should be very, very interested in. Number one is the Transportation Planning Director of the COG is looking for towns to participate in what's known as the Violetics program. It is a computer program that will look at all your roads in town, all 30 miles of them, and it'll look at potholes, culverts, when they were last paved, when they were last chip sealed, a number of things. It will take about 6 or 8 months to get all that material in if we go with the program. The nice thing about it is that you can push a button and it will create a capital plan for your roadways.
For each
So that-
town,
I'm sorry?
for each town.
For each town. They're trying to get all the towns, the 21 towns in the COG together because that will produce 1,000 miles of roadway, actually a little bit more than 1,000 miles of roadway. And so the cost goes down once you cross that threshold of 1,000 miles. The other thing to remember with this program is it will cost us some money, but I think the benefits are going to be fantastic. In the first year, the COG will pay 50% of it, and then they will pay a percentage for year 2 and 3. And then we move to year 4. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but at least we're looking at 3 years of using this program.
Do they have an idea on the cost?
Here's my question.
Idea on the cost?
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking thousands? Or are we talking hundreds? Or what are we
We're talking thousands, and we're talking about we're talking about $3,100
And
for the first year.
for the first
we
year?
would pay half of that?
No,
Okay.
that would be
our
half.
our share.
Our share. And then they're looking at year 2 and 3 at $3,600 because their contribution would be less. And that's something we can budget for in year 2 and 3. I'm not sure when this is going to get off the ground.
Dave, who inputs all the data?
They have a company come out, Violetics comes out and works with your DPW and putting in.
So Tim doesn't have to get up 12 hours at night to punch numbers into the computer.
I would never have.
More
I
than
would never
12 if Tim was doing it.
I would ask him to give up 12 hours a night, but
No,
I would like lots of
There's a tremendous amount of paper to be in.
Exactly, there's
I
a
see.
tremendous amount of data, but
Data they can pull from the state.
Many
already,
skills.
then
there is
Data
some, but
collection,
that,
that one.
that,
That's some of it.
that institutional data, if you will, okay, the state doesn't know when we last paved the
Right,
road or patched a
right.
hole.
But it's got the road and the,
Right.
it's got
So
the
we'll be able,
basic
and
data.
it just takes care of the
Yeah.
town roads. It's not the state roads. Let me make that clear. It's just the town roads.
And Tim thinks this is a good idea?
I spoke at length with this. I even had to buy him pastry in order to get an answer from him.
I had to go to a meeting with, all the other town,
Road
Foreman.
managers, yeah.
kind of like a COG meeting, except it's town garage guys. We all discussed this, we had a demonstration on it.
I actually think it sounds great.
Great.
I think
It doesn't seem like a
He
big
thinks
dollar.
There's a lot of different things you can do with it too. You can even keep, tree wardens can use it to
Yeah.
keep track of trees that.
You're looking at.
Stuff that doesn't even be caught.
And then is that information like publicly available? So like,
It would
could you,
be publicly available
Yeah.
under FOI.
yeah,
Great.
Be able to look it up. We would have to put it somewhere on our website.
Yeah.
You could access it, but
That's cool.
on the other hand, the nice thing about it is it does keep track. And again, Tim is going to retire someday.
It's a good file cap.
it's gonna be a long time from now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is one. Again,
No matter
this
what.
will sound, a little flip, but someday Tim is going to retire. And the fact of the matter is, where's all that information?
Knowledge transfer.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
there it is, all the institutional knowledge on the roadway.
I think it's
Now-
great.
It's in a computer program.
That's great. Great news.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. Another one, excuse me. We are looking at a blue ribbon committee to look at revenue that we can bring into the town. And we've decided this evening we will look for members of that committee for our next meeting in July and announce who will be on it. But we're looking for a committee of 3. That's where we're going to start. And Selectman Judy Jacobs will be the liaison to that committee.
And you'll be hopefully having your first meeting in July.
Hopefully, but it will be after the Board of Selectmen meeting. Because that's when we'll put together. And I know that Tom Wilson has already volunteered to be a member of that committee. So we'll be looking for 2 more people.
Thank you. That's good.
We want to tell you that the Rec Commission will be hiring another lifeguard. It's already budgeted for, and a swim
the worst rating. So, and I thought Pura had just made them have a decrease in their rates,
Correct.
and now they're coming back.
Mhm.
I would ask that the COG work with our legislators to actually fight against this.
Actually, the COG is voicing its
Okay.
opinion. All right, but I would, again, we will, from our office, from the first selectman's office, will generate a letter,
Mhm.
okay, speaking in opposition to the raise.
And is it, I assume it goes to them, but will you copy our legislators
They
on
will
that?
copy.
Thank you. Okay. Because,
They're the ones who are, and they ultimately having to fight.
Well, actually,
Right, yeah.
Pure Public Utility Regulatory Authority are the ones that are deciding, but,
Right, but isn't
Legislators
that
put pressure
actually appointed by our governor? So it's got to go back to the legislation.
it is, and not to go down a rabbit hole here, it's, there has been problems with Pura over the years,
Mhm. Yes,
and I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
so I just don't want us to just sit back and accept it.
And that's all I have
That's all you have.
for this evening, because I see you're going to later discuss about the seed grant, so we'll save it for then.
All right. And the earth business. Board of Finance, apologies, I guess we'll come back to, I mean. You've
Well-
done a whole thing, you're gonna update,
I gave it to everybody.
okay, yeah, but we made a change. To our set for the general fund to,
Great, I didn't update that one.
yeah, so that will update that.
We haven't gotten anything about policies at this point.
I emailed it right after the last board meeting.
She did, like,
Immediately.
So you plan on updating that one, recording it?
Yep,
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
yeah, perfect.
going to read the 11.5%.
Is that something that we're gonna bring back to the table at some point and then do something official with?
yes, I think we should put that on the radar for, let's update.
I'll update it, but I'm just wondering, like, it's really more of a discussion, not a vote. It's
Yeah.
just, so
Compilation.
you have these compilation of the policies, if anyone, even in the public, knows that there's something missing, we can publish it on the website if you wanted. It might be helpful because if some past board members can give us clues to where we will find the documentation for other policies, that would be really helpful. The other thing is to talk about how it should be utilized. One, it can exist on the website, which is great. That means everyone can find it anytime they need to.
Mhm.
We don't have to have it in a
Right.
Google Doc file, although it can be updated, and then that way our Board of Finance address, Gmail address, can do that. The other thing is when it might be a point of orientation for new board members when they come on, to share that with them too. So, yeah.
But so, and I apologize because I didn't have a chance to look at those. I saw that I got them, but I didn't have a chance to really read through them. Should we at some point plan to have a special meeting for the sole purpose of reviewing
them.
the policies?
Or we could take one meeting and just discuss them, and then the following meeting adopt them.
Mhm.
Well, they've already been adopted.
They've already been adopted,
so
I think
we
the
just-
question is.
Discuss for refinement.
Or
discuss
review,
what
Or
are they
additions.
clear? Are any of them,
Needing
my
to be
question was, are
updated.
any of them in conflict with one another? I would love
Yes.
someone
Yeah.
else's fresh eyes on them to say, yeah, this one is not that clear to me, or this one says the opposite of what this one says, and I'm like, okay,
I'll
thanks.
try to take a look at them.
Yeah, but I think what Tom
Well,
suggested.
traditionally, our July meeting is either canceled or lean. We could potentially
Yeah, but-
still have that meeting and then just discuss.
Yeah.
review
discuss
it.
it.
Yeah.
And talk about use of, where it lives, and then you had talked about something else just now.
Just that we should review them to
Yeah.
make sure that they,
Right.
that they actually are pertinent
Right.
and, that they make sense to us and that we can actually
followed them.
Yes, great.
And
Okay,
it-
so I think you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amy, can you forward the drafts to the
Select-
selectmen?
Absolutely. So I'll get them, I'll re-forward it, yeah.
Thanks, Amy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea for the July meeting instead of
Yeah.
canceling.
It's generally
and-
lean, so, or
No,
canceled.
and just, I gotta vote on it tonight. Thank
And we
you.
can put that, we'll put this as a PDF, Amy, I'll put it as a PDF on the documents for the agenda, so if anybody wants to see them, they'll be as a PDF.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you,
Perfect, yep.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
so
so
Martin, this one is, that's the address I sent it to. MD
So,
dot CT at gmail.com.
so,
I don't know why.
It might have gone to your
This-
spam.
This
Yeah,
subject
could've.
line,
Amy, can you, I'll, once you do the update to it, I will, then put it out.
Okay, that'd be great,
Excellent.
Ginger. Thank you.
is crises and
Yeah.
rate worksheet. Yeah.
Alright, and then the capital plan, I know you're,
I
Gathering
have,
more
I
information.
have a folder
okay,
full of capital plans,
Oh, nice.
but none from the Board of Finance. Yeah.
We're building something you don't know of.
That's right.
I'm still
Top
building my
secret.
own. No, we have a number of capital
Okay.
plans, and they'll just call for us to sit down
okay.
and look at them.
When do you think we would have a draft?
Let me look at my calendar and I'll send you a date or two. And see if it works with what you have, and we can at least start, I'd like Michelle to sit as part of it too, just to be able to put it together. And we can see if we can at least get something.
I don't have everyone's, there's a couple still missing, but the commissions and so forth that really would benefit by this capital plan they have submitted them.
Okay, all right, fair enough. And then, Tom, I might ask for your help because I've seen some of them and they're great, but the problem is that those fields, I never even thought about it, those fields don't expand.
Mhm.
So they're typed in, but I
Got it.
can't read them.
So will you have them all electronically or no?
Yeah, well, I've got like 5 of them electronically from the rec commission, which if I were to send them to you, do you think we could?
Yeah, 100%. Just
We'll
send them
get
my way.
that.
Send them my
Thank
way.
And I have some that are handwritten, so
That's fine, that's
Those
fine. I
should be
mean,
expandable already.
they are expanded.
All right, I'm gonna send them to you, Tom. So
Yeah. my
There
pleasure.
I was wondering. We had a wonderful presentation about the plan,
POC.
and this grid and action, and is anything happening about that, like?
We're all going into our particular areas and checking off on the boxes of what we're doing or what we're.
So
Well, we
maybe
have to
we
look-
could have that be part of our July meeting too, just to look at where are they expecting us to chime in
And
on
actually,
that.
does that align with our policies?
Yeah, so
We
it'd
should look at that. You're
be
right.
great. So
Mm,
I don't want to be the one committee, board, dragging its feet on that. Because I think
I
it's
mean,
great.
all you have
We
to-
had them come to the fire department because I realized at that presentation
So
that there was
much.
some expectation
Right.
from the fire and ambulance. And so we had them come so that we could make sure we're aligning,
Right,
also.
In
right.
fact, I have a capital plan from the fire commission.
I know you do. I have a copy too. Great.
Not expandable.
I will add the POCD. It's gotta be a discussion about
Right,
the policy and the POCD.
Wonderful.
right.
Thank
So
you.
it'll be it'll be a regular, but we'll focus on.
For future, yeah.
Yeah.
Um. I don't have any suspense.
Okay.
And then at the request of one of our last meetings, and all those multiple meetings and then we're gonna talk about the steep grant and getting us a report that we could have
Yeah.
monthly, bi-monthly, just to know where things are at. I didn't know how we were presenting it, how it was being put together. So.
We haven't spent any money.
No, okay, I think that's, but I think we need to have, we know where the
You
money
have a
buckets.
Yes,
I have made a spreadsheet,
Okay.
yes.
kind of similar to what we did with ARPA, if anybody remembers the ARPA spreadsheet where it tells you what the project is, which is the expense,
Mhm.
stuff like that. And I can send that to you each month. I have
Oh, that'd be
I mean,
great.
right now we've done a couple things with Steve, which is just the food waste container and glazing and stuff on the windows. But if you would like that one,
I think it would be good. I don't think
it's up to you guys how often you
it
want it.
doesn't need to be over
It's-
entailed. It needs to be
not.
kind of each thing, what the total allocation is, how it's spent, and then
Yep.
then kind of where the project's at. Like a
Yeah,
high
a status
level,
for
where
each
is it? Where is it? at this
Yeah, I
point?
mean, I can do the financial side of that with the spreadsheet, and I don't know if that
We can work together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
To do the
Do
other
we
part.
want that quarterly, monthly?
I mean, monthly is fine with me because I'm gonna
Okay.
update it each time I pay a bill. Or, you know.
That'd be
Well, I think it'd be good to have monthly so we can
Yeah,
see
just a
anything that
monthly.
happens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Michelle, are you already preparing, for this next fiscal year to do classes for different things in QuickBooks?
They're already, yes, it's
You
already.
already put them in.
yes, Yeah.
Could this steep project be a class?
It can be, but there's 8 different projects within the
Yeah,
steep grant.
I know.
So the
I-
spreadsheet brings it out better in
Okay.
each project. I
Great.
mean, I can do it by class but it would just be the steep. It would not separate out what's been spent.
Want to see the details?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what she's suggesting is
It
better.
would account for each project and not one of the two that's spent. Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Okay. Anything else on that topic?
No.
Okay. And then we also had a discussion, we talked about discussion potential action regarding the funding of non-recurring capital accounts from future proceeds. So 35 euro.
So are we looking to have a motion from that discussion?
Think that's what I understood, but
So-
it doesn't mean that the question is, how much and what are we doing?
It has
I
to
don't
go
know
to
how long. I
town,
think we don't.
has to go to town hearing, doesn't it? That kind of allocation of
No.
assets?
Well, I
Yeah.
think we can make a motion because we asked the Board of Selectmen, they reduced
Yes, I remember.
by how much every one of those,
Right. Non-recurring capital.
non-reoccurring capital accounts. And so I think what we're looking for is a motion to ask them when they sell 35 Railroad Street to fund only the amount that they decreased those accounts by this year.
I know. I could be wrong. I just think that you sell the house, I mean, the firehouse,
Yeah.
that fund, the money, the proceeds
Mhm.
belong to the town. And I could be wrong, but I believe that amount, $50,000, even though we all talked about it, we all, are for that. I believe when you allocate an asset of that amount of money, don't you have to go to town meeting? Or
It would
maybe I'm
It
wrong.
would depend probably if we did them by each allocation or a one allocation, right?
Oh, I think I can answer it.
Okay.
Thank you, because I might be wrong.
I think you're both kind of wrong.
Okay.
I'm going, go ahead. Sure.
Board of Selectmen to
To do that.
is correct.
Feasible.
Correct.
I think because the Board of Finance, it would then have to go to town meeting because it would be above $20,000.
Correct.
So I think you're both right.
Okay, the steps,
Yeah.
right, okay.
I mean, I can confirm that with the auditors, but that's the way I would understand it.
I think we could, based off of this, I think
You could recommend.
we could recommend
Right.
To town meeting.
well, we
No, recommend
to the
to
selectmen.
the Board of Selectmen.
And I guess the other question before, are we putting the cart before the horse here?
Putting the cart before the horse here.
I don't think so. I want
What?
incentive.
No, we don't have it sold yet.
Okay.
But I don't,
When 35
Okay.
Railroad Street. I make a motion that when 35 Railroad Street is sold, that $50,000 be used to
From the
fund-
proceeds.
from the proceeds be used to fund the capital reoccurring accounts that were decreased
I
in
wouldn't
the,
even get that specific.
well,
Sorry.
Didn't we do that already?
no, we just talked about it,
We
All
did
right,
make
keep
a
going,
motion.
keep going, keep going.
that
I'm
were
sorry.
decreased for the 26-27 fiscal year.
So let me just repeat it before we get a second. When 35 Railroad Street is sold, you are moving that we take from the proceeds $50,000 to be allocated to the recurring, non-recurring capital accounts that were decreased during the 26-27
fiscal year. Yes.
And I don't think you can word it that way. Because we can't do that without the town's approval. But I think you can
No,
recommend.
that's,
Well, recommend.
You are.
so we, do we have a second for the,
Yes, I second it.
okay. Now let's,
Does it have to be that specific, or can it simply be any amount over $50,000 that the town receives should be first used to replenish
We could
these
say at least
plundered
50.
accounts?
I
You
I
could
like
say-
Amy's idea.
you could
I
say
like
at
Amy's
least
idea
50.
That we recommend to the Board of
At a minimum.
Selectmen,
Correct.
that at least,
At least 50.
That
at
we
least
recommend to the-
$50,000.
because this
To
is a
replenish.
recommendation. This-
Right,
It's not binding.
It's not binding, it's binding, but
But
it's,
it's not.
right.
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 I mean, you'll have to take action on it
We'll
at
have
the
to take action.
time.
And
Well,
That's the
then,
only binding
as
part
the
of it.
treasurer said, because
It
it's over
effectively
20,000.
prioritizes.
we'll have to go.
It prioritizes, yes.
Yes,
it would.
it does.
And so we need to amend,
So
Amending it.
so I move to amend the original motion to state at least $50,000.
From the proceeds.
Up to.
No.
No,
at
at
least.
least, no, we want at least.
Minimum
Okay.
50. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll need a second for the amendment.
Second.
thank you. All those in favor of the amendment of amending the main motion to at least 50K?
Aye.
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 Opposed? So back to the original. So we are recommending to the Board of Selectmen, when the sale of 35 Railroad Street occurs, that at least $50,000 is allocated back to the non-recurring capital accounts that were decreased during the 26-27 budget.
So beautiful.
Yep, great job,
Well
Ginger.
done.
Takes a village.
You are a great leader.
Yeah.
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes.
Can I ask, like, any news?
No news this week.
I know.
Ginger, may I go back to the first point, A, under new business? Are we expecting the first report for the steep grant to occur for July or August?
July?
Thank you.
If I forget, just read. Okay.
Well, there's two parts, right? There's the financial part and the other part, so.
And just piggybacking on that, shall we add it as a report section?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
please.
Yes,
On the
please.
agenda.
On
Yeah.
the agenda?
That'll help.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
really help.
That'll cement it in.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other business?
I have one thing. We have been receiving emails from I believe it's an alternate member of this board. I thank everyone for not responding because that would make it a meeting.
Correct.
But I really believe that if someone has messaging that like this that needs to go to the entire board, I would respectfully request that they attend the meetings either in person or by Zoom, because that would be the proper way to make their intentions known.
And if they don't,
Well, we can only request it, but I find them upsetting, and I also find that this person maybe has their own agenda, which is not necessarily with the town's best interests, in mind. And so I would like to not receive those emails. So, any other?
thank you.
Sure.
Public comment.
I have one.
Okay, Denise.
I'm sorry, can you hear me? I'm having sound issues.
Yep. Can
Okay,
you hear us?
just a couple suggestions when you're reviewing the policies, and this has come up a couple times in the past, years ago. Can you make sure that they abide by the state Board of Finance statutes? There's several statutes that are pretty critical, like no department can go over budget without Board of Finance approval prior to spending the money. So that's one of the processes. And the 50,000 or at least 50,000, the Board of Selectmen recommended that already to the Board of Finance. The Board of Finance can only recommend a particular dollar amount to town meeting. Can't recommend it back to the Board of Selectmen,
Right,
so
yeah.
we just gotta send it to, but the policies would dictate that, if they also aligned with the state statutes.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? We'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Spending everything together.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Reason for?